This is a CBS News special report. I'm Anthony Mason in New York. The Labor Department has just released its newest weekly unemployment report. It shows millions more Americans have lost their job for the seventh straight week in this coronavirus pandemic. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us now. Jill, what are the latest numbers?
We've got just more than 3.1 million Americans who filed for new claims. And this is the seventh straight week of claims. We now top 33 million Americans who have filed for claims. You know, the numbers and the pace have certainly been kind of slowing down. But when you think about 3 million Americans who are filing for unemployment, that is just a sad and staggering number. I guess the best that can be said is it's a little less worse than it was back at the end of March and beginning of April.
Yeah, I mean, 3 million doesn't look good. It looks a little better than what we've seen before, Jill. But we're seeing some really stunning losses in the private sector now. What's happening there?
Well, ADP reported yesterday that private payrolls were down by more than 20 million in a single month. Now, this is not a report that's been in use for that long, but going back to 2002, this trounces the previous record. I think there were maybe 800,000 in a single month previously. The job losses are spread across the services and the goods producing sector, but services more. We're a service economy. 16 million jobs lost in the services economy, 4 million in goods producing like manufacturing and construction. Of course, the places you would expect to see it: leisure and hospitality, retail, professional and business services. It is a widespread financial, economic disaster that has been caused by this pandemic. Obviously, not as important as the health pandemic, but hurting so many people, Anthony.
Yeah, so many facing either job losses or pay cuts. Jill, who is particular groups being hit hardest here?
Well, we got some new research out from Pew that shows a real difference among Black, Hispanic, and white Americans. Hispanics being hurt most significantly, 61% by the Hispanics being hurt, about 44% Black Americans compared with 38% white Americans. And I think the problem becomes compounded because when we look at this same set of research, it finds that the Hispanic and Black Americans have much lower emergency reserve funds. And so that's going to see them be hurt financially longer and more significantly.
All right, Jill Schlesinger, thanks so much, Jill. Once again, more discouraging news. 3.1 million Americans filing unemployment claims in the past week. Tomorrow morning, we'll be watching the release of the Labor Department's monthly jobless report for April. It will pinpoint the country's skyrocketing unemployment rate caused by the coronavirus, as we've been discussing. Our coverage will continue on our 24-hour streaming network, CBSN. You can watch it at cbsnews.com or on our CBS News app.